Hello, Intertron. This is your good old friend Dom, back for another Theros 8-4 draft. Um, going right into it. Don't really want to talk too much about other stuff. So this pack is like mono white. This is pretty awkward. Of these cards, I think I like Phalanx Leader the most. Just the most raw power. Favorite Hoplites fits very good in a certain deck, but these all kind of fit in the same deck, so this is going to be awkward either way. Heliod is not. I mean, all of the gods basically are really not what they seem. They seem very strong because they're like mythic and shiny and fancy, but they're just most of the time just 4 mana, no born impact enchantments that you have to. Basically, you really can't count on them being creatures because you just won't have devotion as much. So I think the best non-white card is Nimbus Naiad, which is also a possibility with so many good white cards. There's also it's a nice possibility. Just pick the blue card and move on. But I think I'm just gonna go with Phalanx Leader. I just think it's the best card of the ones that we have. Following up with probably a Dauntless Onslaught. Nemesis of Wolves is interesting. Ordeal of Thassa is okay. Grey Merchant is probably the best common in the format, or probably the highest upside common in the format, because it's sometimes just ridiculous, and they obviously get way better once you have multiple copies. But I think after all, the power level is not too far apart between Gary, Dauntless Onslaught, and Ordeal, and if I can stay in my first pick's color, I might as well do so. So I'm gonna pick the Onslaught. Here again we have Hopeful Eidolon, Leaf Crundrite, and Ordeal of Perforos, and Cryptide even. So very strong pack again. We could stay on color with the Hopeful Eidolon, but at some point it's gonna be the power level difference is gonna be too high, and Ordeal of Perforos just sometimes wins your game straight up. Plus Redite is a very good color combination. But I'm really not sure. I mean, staying in color has its upsides too. I mean, maybe we do end up blue-white, maybe we do end up green-white, and then it's a little bit of a waste to pick. And the other point is, like, if we end up not being white and being red instead, I really don't want to do that either, because apart from that deck, I really don't like red at all. So I'm just gonna go with the Eidolon. This might be wrong. I don't know. Here I'm just gonna pick Godswelling over Nessian Curse and Titan Strength, because same reasons as before. I don't think the power level difference is so high between these cards, but staying on color is, when in doubt, you should try and stay on color. I mean, I'm not gonna say you should be married to your early picks. You should still open up your eyes for when there are really clear signs to switch. But if you can stay on your main color without giving up too much, I think it's a good strategy. Here we can pick one of the Y cards, which I mean, this is really just a cyber card, I think. And Vanguard can be pretty busted, but isn't necessarily. And the 6-mana 1/3, which maybe even a very small number of 1/1s attached, is not really what I want for an aggressive heroic deck. But I think just because of lack of alternatives, I'm gonna pick it. Maybe the Chimera was another possible pick. Sorry, I forgot to mention that Chimera was. You could definitely pick Chimera here, but I don't really like the card. But blue-white's a good deck. So here we could go with Elder as the only white card in the pack, or we could go for Ill-Tempered Cyclops. It's one of the two, for sure. I'm gonna pick Cyclops over Portent of Betrayal any day if I end up red, but I'm still just gonna stay in color and see what happens. Same thing here actually. Even though I don't really like Battle Priest, could also pick the Scorch Mark here and go like the Tom Martell deck. Yeah, we could try that. I mean, if it did won in the Pro Tour, the Grand Prix, so that must mean something. In case you didn't know, he won the last limited Grand Prix with like a black-white aggro-ish kind of deck, with also some Scholars of Athreos, which are pretty busted. So here I think I'm just gonna go for Battle-wise one. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things already that target and only one heroic guy. Huh. It might be a little bit too early to pick up a Battle-wise one. Maybe we should just go for the more stable Laguna Band Elder. I mean, it's always just a creature. And I do like the Akron Crusader plan, but the decks just never end up working for me. So I'm just gonna go with Elder. But right now, honestly, you shouldn't take my word for granted in Theros Limited, because I'm gonna pick Flash Max T here over the black Cyborg card and one of the mediocre white cards, just because it's a 2-drop. I really got my butt handed to me the last few times I drafted Theros. It's incredible. I lost like 100 points in 2 days. It's outrageous. So here I think both of these are valuable options. Viable options, sorry, valuable options. I'm gonna go with Philosopher. I don't think we're deep enough in black that we want to give up a good main board card on white in white. Here, yeah, let's just pick the Griffin. Diamond Hopes I grew a little bit fonder-ish of. I still don't like the card, but I definitely see its upsides. So here we're gonna pick Artisan. The next pack is gonna be interesting because it's gonna solidify us in our second color, because up to now we passed so many good white cards, at least in this first pack, and up to now we don't have a second color really. So I think we just have to see whether, like, which of the other colors is most open. Pardon. And then hope for good white from the right again, because the white we got from the right wasn't awful, but it also wasn't awesome. We could pick Alset as the most solid card, because we know that we're white and we don't know anything about the other colors, but I think Ordeal is good enough here that I'm gonna pick this over Alset. It's free wins. It's sometimes just a free game win. I mean, I don't personally like Ordeals, but cards that can just sometimes win you the game for free. So it's something you should consider. Shipbreaker Kraken is also something, but I don't think that in the deck with Phalanx Leader and like Dauntless Onslaught and cheap guys, I really want to Shipbreaker Kraken. So I'm just gonna go with the Ordeal. This might be wrong. I won't fault you for any of the 3 choices there. This is a terrible pack. We could pick up the Lightning Strike in case we end up red-white after all, or we could just go for the Harpy, which is solid, or we could just go for Philosopher, but I don't really want to second pick a Philosopher. Strike is the best card, but we have 0 red cards and we have a couple of black cards at least, so I'm gonna go with Harpy. And yeah, ooh, I think we should be in red. These are some pretty clear signs. But as it is, I'm just gonna pick Sip of Hemlock. Sip is expensive, and this is an aggressive deck, so expensive isn't really what we want. But if I want something impressive, it's 6 mana sorcery Hideous End, because Hideous End is very good in aggressive decks, even if it's 6 mana sorcery. This is ridiculous. I kind of thought about that the other day. Like, Hideous End is 3 mana cheaper, an instant, doesn't kill a black creature, but 3 mana cheaper and an instant. This is ridiculous, if you really think about it. Yeah, it's a pretty easy Eidolon, I think. The only other card is Cutthroat Maneuver, and I don't like the card at all, basically. So Eidolon it is. There are roommates roaming around, in case you're wondering about the background noise. So another heroic trigger is basically where we're at, with 1 heroic card. But anyways, let's just pick, I'm not sure. We have a Scorch Mark already, and I don't know if I want to. And yeah, I think we should just diversify a little bit here. This is an interesting concept, whether you want a diverse number of tricks, or like 1 trick but many of the same ones. But I would have to go into that a little deeper, and I don't really want to do that right now. This is a pretty clear Scholar of Atheros for me. I mean, not only because Tom Martell did it, but the card is pretty busted. It's a mana sink, it's a 1/4 by itself, and just it gives you so much to do in the late game. When your opponent is basically, his land draws are dead, your land draws are like 1/3 of a damage and 1/3 of a life. So that's almost 2/3 of a life swing for each land that you draw, in a way. Or maybe not. I suck at math. So let's just pick March of the Returned. It's like a mediocre cyborg card, but it's something at least. Huh. Yeah, this isn't really going all that well. But we knew that the second pack is gonna have very little white. And maybe we were a little bit too conservative with switching into other colors. I would have to go over the draft again to really check. Ah, this sucks. I really want it. This would be really good in our deck. Well, who knows? Huh. Many late green cards, but it's... Whoa. This is a very, very late nesting cursor. This actually... This actually might mean something. Let's just go back. Don't really care here. I mean, we're definitely not going to play that, but looking at our green versus our black, this could really go either way. But we haven't really seen that much green in the first pack, so yeah, I think we're still going to be black-white after all, but let's just keep the green in mind. Yeah, this isn't really... See, I don't know, I'm probably doing many things wrong here, but Theros and me just basically haven't clicked. I had some success early in Theros, or success. I did win some drafts, but lately I just can't win to save my life. It's incredible. I don't know what's wrong, the format or me, or if I play too much cube, or I really don't know what's wrong. It could have to do with my mental game too. But Theros and me just really don't get along all that well. As for this pack, there's a Chain to the Rocks, which is out of reach, basically. There's Vipers, all these mediocre cards. I shouldn't talk around if there's basically just one clear choice. Sentry is pretty strong. It's not insane, but it's pretty strong. I don't think we have enough devote into black to pick Gary here, even though the card is awesome. But so is Heliod's Emissary. Also a very strong card. Have you ever realized that all the emissaries are looking to the right? Keep that in the back of your head, and you can check it, it's true. They all look to the right. As for what this means, I don't know, but it's a fact. Last Breath or Scorchmark, man, this is so mediocre. We still don't have this one heroic guy, and a million ways to target it. And we have 14 creatures. We don't really have removal. Maybe we want to remove at some point. Who knows? It's very bad removal in an aggressive deck. Whoa, this is a gift. Hello. It's like the second best card in our deck, and we got a 4th pick. Sometimes life likes you. So as for this deck, I think we're gonna be fine on playables. About fine on playables. This is interesting. This is between Lash at the Whip and Freakish Cure, and I think just for mana reasons, because I really would like to play a 10-7 mana base, I'm gonna pick Lash of the Whip. I think the card is weaker than Freakish Cure, but with only 7 swamps, I think this kind of tips the scale. Let's see how good Pegasus is. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't even want to play that. Let's not play that Critic Griffin. So this isn't awesome, but neither is Hopeful Eidolon in a deck with basically just 2 heroic guys. Or is it? It's also pretty busted on Sentry. But 3 Eidolons might be a little bit of a stretch. We're doing not all that much evasion. Let's just go for Freakish Cure. I mean, it's bad for the mana, but no, that's just good. I think it's too bad for the mana. I think this is what kind of tips the scale there. Read the Bones is a nice pickup. And now we can again cut a card. Which one's the worst card? Maybe this Evangel, but with so many white mana symbols, I think it's okay. Probably the Griffin. I mean, Griffin is pretty miserable. As for this pack, we could rare draft. It's always a possibility. Just gonna pick up a second Valor, in case. Yeah, just in case. Viper's Kiss for the board, maybe, if we really need it. Oh, wow. Okay, this is a late gift. Scholar is pretty busted. You don't want to have 2 out, but just having the second copy is increase your chances of getting 1. We don't really have many 2-drops, so I think I'm just gonna go pick Battle Priest here. Who knows? Yeah, I really don't have that many 2-drops. It's kind of deceiving because we have all these tricks. Which one's the most annoying? I think it's gonna be Guardians. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really care about all these others. And Guardians, anybody might sideboard in Guardians. Lost in the Labyrinth, sure. I'm never gonna play this Decorated Griffin. And the Flashmat Steed. So now we have a better 2-drop than Cetacean Battle Priest. So this deck is looking pretty mediocre. I would give it maybe a 5 out of 10 at best, but it can win. I mean, if you run good, we definitely have some strong plays. So yeah. So Flashmat Steed is in, Scorchmark is in. Why is this Sentry going down there? Okay, buddy, don't have to hide. You're one of our better cards. Did I just put in? No. Okay, I thought I put in a March of the Returned, which I really don't want to. Yeah, I think these are all the black cards. Emissary for sure. Wingsteed Rider for sure. The 2 Scholars. These are all auto-ins. I don't know how many Battle-Wise Valors I want. I'm gonna put in 1 for now. All the 3 Eidolons. We could cut an Eidolon too. So now what we have left is like this, 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 this. We're never gonna put this in pretty much ever. These are all possibilities. I would always play Cetacean Griffin over Decorated Griffin in this kind of deck. Almost always. Never say always, but I basically just hate Decorated Griffin. Because sometimes I lose to it and it's pretty annoying. So these are all the possibilities we have. And let's put that one up, make a little more room here. Let's see. Yeah. Let's sort by mana cost. And we still have to cut something. So these Eidolons are basically enchantments and 4-drops. So they don't belong here at all. You belong here. Gal. Yeah, still. I don't get the... How did this guest get past, like, our controlling thing? It's just a girl, like, having fun on a Pegasus. This is such a dorky picture. And it went away. This is also something that happens. It probably has to do with my mouse. Whenever I enlarge a card, it just jumps away. Or maybe it's like, oh, I don't want to be seen. No. Yeah, whatever. So this is what we're looking at right now. And as for cuts, I think I don't want to cut a creature. We have 15, but this is very deceiving because we have 3 Eidolons. We could cut an Eidolon. This is a possibility. We could also cut one of these cards. And Read the Bones I'm not sure about. I mean, it's slow. It's definitely slow, but I think just the raw power level of the card is going to be good enough. Because even if we're an aggressive deck, we need to draw some cards. I think I'm just gonna cut the foil Eidolon so that we have two of the same, because we really only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish good targets, and we have 2 of them already. So they might just be rotting in our hand. And even though we have the Ordeal and the Scorchmark, I think 2 is still enough. So this, yeah. I'm not sure about that, but I think we're on the right track here. So let's see, 10-7, I do agree. Okay, that's it. Submit the beast here, and we can go already. Roommates are still going on with their Tekken in the background. I decided to avoid the competition because I'm not really, I don't know, I'm just not in such a good Tekken shape, let's put it that way. I used to be okay-ish at Tekken, not like tournament playing okay-ish, but I could hold my ground. But against these guys over there, you basically can't. I mean, you could if you would give a damn, basically. Which I don't. I need to be here for you guys so that you can see me drafting Theros. Yeah, Theros. My favorite format. So we're waiting for Mr. Mike McD to decide on the result of his roll. Yeah, here, look, this is embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I lost over 100 points in during only like 3 days. I just played maybe 5 or 6 tournaments and round 1 exit every time. I know that you win and lose in stretches, but since I came back from Cube, I won maybe 2 drafts or something, and I played like 10 or 12, and I won maybe 2. This is miserable. But before you start crying because of my misery, I'm gonna pause the video and see you when Mr. Mike McD decides to show up. Which is now, yeah, okay. So he decides to play first, and we have this hand, which has potentially some very strong plays. I mean, if this Wingsteed Rider lives, if we draw black mana, we should be okay. So I'm gonna keep it. It's a sketchy hand, of course, but not even that sketchy because we're on the draw. He goes down to 6, which is also nice. And starts with the Traveler's Amulet. Did he do the 10 rare challenge? By the way, guys, if you like the 10 rare challenge, please let me know, because I got some very good feedback and I want to do it again, but I just have to make sure that I'm not wasting everyone's time. Because I really like the concept, but some players don't like dorky concepts. So he puts a card on top and one on bottom, and we don't draw anything. Yeah. We could go for one of the Eidolons, so just in case, but what are we going to do? Ordeal it? No. That's just bad. Let's just pass. And hope to rip the land. So let's see. He's probably green, blue, black is what you see most with green blue decks splashing a color. Or maybe he's just playing that for the heck of it. I've seen that too. I don't know if this is right. Just play this instead of one. Oh no, he's banned. So he took all of our good heroic cards, as it seems. Another Omen Speaker. Omen Speaker I like a lot. I really like this chick. Because she's just a very good early play, has a board impact. Scry's 2 isn't a bad top deck. And there we go. So please let this live one time and then we're fine. Even if you don't draw anything. I would trade not drawing anything to just make sure that he doesn't have anything. Of course we can't block here. This is what Owen Turnwall had an article about, like free attacks. I mean, there is no chance in hell that I would ever block here. So you might just as well swing with both. Even though you might think, oh, this is getting blocked anyway. But, or if you had one, let's say, I mean, you always swing with both, because even if I block, you're still attacking for one. But even if you just had one, you just auto attack here. I mean, you can't block. Why wouldn't you attack? So here, basically the only real choice we have is to play Laguna Band Elder and attack with this. Or the other way around, so to speak. He left open Griptide, which kinda had me worried. Or maybe he also has the Chimera. If he had Griptide, he would probably just play it, right? He can also wait to see if this gives him a draw step. What is this? What is this witchery? That the mighty wizard Mike McD has in stock for it. It is the Chimera, of course. Of course, it's always the Chimera. Always the Chimera. The stupid swan blah kind of thing. This picture is really cool. 9 US presence makes perfect sense. Yeah, it's he's kind of, no, he can double block. He can double block the Elder, it just makes sense. If he double blocks the Elder, we can just onslaught him to let this thing survive if he don't do anything. Whoa. A 4/4 you say? Oh. Wow. Okay. This could be good at some point. I think now we're gonna just cast this and just Dauntless Onslaught next turn. So now we really can't attack with this. I mean, we can attack with this, of course. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do is just take some more damage next turn, like 7, go to 7, but then just try and get a really big Dauntless Onslaught in. And we're also gonna gain life back with the Eidolon, so this is also something. I think this is what we need to do to win this game. If we just sit there and do nothing and maybe trade this away, this is just not how this is gonna work. I mean, the thing would be not attacking with the Wingsteed Rider and try to block here to take less damage. But I don't think this is how we're gonna win this game. So we just take our 7. I'd hope that these last 2 cards aren't something really busted. Well, this isn't something really busted. So let's see, now we can onslaught here and here to make this a 6/5 and block and kill this. This is gonna be a 2/2, which is gonna give us some more life. We could also pump here and here, and this would be a 5/5, which would then block the Reverend Hunter and give us more value because that would even be a 6/6. Huh. But then we're losing to a bounce spell, but we're pretty much losing to a bounce spell anyways. So I think I'm just gonna say go here and hope that he doesn't have a bounce spell. Which is, yeah, I mean, of course he might always have a bounce spell. But I think he would have Riptided us earlier, just because we never drew the land. And if he just says go, I'm just gonna blindly Dauntless Onslaught my two guys. Well, let this not be a Seagull Revenge. One time. Nah! This is brutal. Yep. Okay. So much for that game. Yep. Me and Theros. I'm telling ya. Can we even survive this attack? I don't even know. Let's see. This is gonna be a 4/4, so we can block here. Then we take 1 to the river. So we go to 1. Yeah. This is okay. Boom. Yeah, Seagull's Revenge is one of these cards that sometimes you just, yeah, you see what happened. And we're pretty much dead, right? We can go to 4 now. I think we have another turn if we go Eidolon into Laguna Band Elder. Yeah, I think we get another turn in if we do that. Let's see. We block here, we go to 2. We're at 4. With this we go back to 1. Then we no we're actually dead. But let's he will have to figure that out as well. Do like basic mathematics. Yeah, basic mathematics. Always my favorite subject. We're gonna block here and here. No, we actually go to 1. This is cool. No? Huh? Oh, he's just gonna smack with this. You might as well. So now we can actually hang on. We ordeal here, we gain 2 life back, but when we die to this, yeah, we basically have to play Wingsteed Rider and hope he doesn't attack, so that we can play the second Eidolon. This is all we can really do. But all is not lost. All is not lost. Almost all is lost, but not all. Of course, we're gonna block here, otherwise we just die. And who wants to die? What was this? Did it have... Oh, this has trample? What? I never even know that. Never even knew that. What? This has... Oh my god. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I should have attacked with the Eidolon and played this. Wow. This has trample? Are you guys kidding? I never even knew that. It's like the regenerating with Rage of Perforos. I just never even knew that. Jesus. Okay. So he's like blue-green dudes. The Flashmat Steeds are probably going to be pretty bad. He has 1 Seagull's Revenge, but we haven't seen any other bounce, so we might just as well bring in the Hopeful Eidolon. We need some stuff that can attack through his 1/3s. This is what we need. I mean, he has 2 of these 1/3s of the Omen Speakers already. And we have 4 guys that can't really attack through this. I'm really not sure. Last Breath doesn't seem to do all that much. Another combat trick would be an idea, but I don't know if it's a good idea. You know what, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I mean, this seems like an okay setup. Let's play first. This hand is pretty clunky. We don't have an early card, but the overall quality of cards is high enough that I don't really want to mulligan this. Coastline Chimera, oh no, Horizon Chimera has trample. Who knew? I most certainly didn't. Wow, okay. Scorpion isn't really a problem for this hand, because we're just gonna tap it down, probably. Is this an Omen Speaker? No, it's even worse. It's a Voyaging Satyr. Now I wish I had this Viper's Kiss in my deck. And in my hand for that matter. So let's just go him. And hope his 4 mana isn't gonna be something too busted. And no, it's not. Okay. At least. So now let's just emissary it up. Elmer, as he is known. By the way, do you like this whole putting the card like here and making it bigger? Because I sometimes do it and sometimes I don't. Some people really like that because they have like small screens and this way they can read the cards. So I'm just gonna do it now and you let me know if this is okay, if this is good. Because I'm doing this all for you. For you, Introdron. What, he just says go? Or probably has a bounce spell or... No, it's the Chimera again, of course. What am I talking about? So now he has to play pre-combat. In case that changes anything. Boom. And he can even trade with Heliod's Emissary here if he wants to. That's okay. I'm not gonna use the Dauntless Onslaught. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna play this, and then this kind of dominates his whole board because it regenerates and stuff. So, he's trying to figure out how to do that. Yeah, maybe I should have stayed and played Tekken. I really don't know what it is with me and Theros. Maybe it's just my negative attitude towards the format further fueling my losing. This could be. Artisan Sorrow. Jeez. Okay. This is a beating. At least we got to tap this. Let's see where he puts the cards. There's one on bottom, one on top. So he has one card he wants that he's gonna draw. Get out of here. So yeah, I tap this. Very important. And get the Griffin out. How does this guy not have like an awesome nickname? Like the Griffin Skeleton. I don't know, like what's the name of the Harry Potter Griffin? I don't even remember. So this Chimera is on blocking duty for him. Which makes sense. What is this? Ooh, a Prescient Chimera. Prescient Chimera. Prescient Chimera. I think this is what it's called. It's not like I'm an English major. I am an English major. As embarrassing as this might sound. So if we put this on this gives us the most value, but we still can't attack. The question is if we want to attack, or if we just want to play Scholar, say go, and then just pump and kill this. Makes us really vulnerable to a bounce spell, but I think this is the best line. And I'm trying to decide if this is a free attack. Sorry, I think it is, because it has Vigilance. He's probably just gonna block it with Chimera, and then we can onslaught it away. But we don't really. He's probably gonna block it with this Chimera, and then we onslaught this Chimera away. Then this plus the Scorch Mark is gonna kill this. And if he just blocks with this is gonna be pretty awkward, but I think he's gonna block with this. And I want to get this out of the way so I can start attacking with my Sarah here. Yeah, this is my line. Maybe you don't like it, but this is the line I'm taking. Or I might not even like it and not even know it yet. So we're gonna take 4 here. We're gonna gain some life back with this, so it's okay. Unless this is like a Sea God's Revenge, which is not. Oh, this guy. This guy's pretty annoying. A good thing that we draw the second black, because we can start getting some life back. Oh, an Eidolon would be awesome. I really want Eidolon here. Come on. Nah, this is good too. Let's see. Yeah, we can play this and leave the regen mana up. So let's just attack with this. It's not gonna block it. And then we can cast the Elder and hope he doesn't have Sea God Revenge one time, because that would be really annoying. Like one of the most annoying things I could think of. Like a sharp stick in the eye. He doesn't have it. And booyah. all these guys coming in. So do we want to take 4, or do we want to trade Laguna Ben Elder for this? I mean, it's not like the Elder is going to do all that much, but let's see if we actually need to. If we're taking 4, we gain 2 back. We're on like a 7-turn clock, and he's on like a 4-turn clock. So I don't even think that we have to block here. I think we could just take it. This might not be all that not as safe as I'm imagining it to be. But we could also block this here and regenerate our guy. But yeah, not really sure about. Oh, this is cool. So let's just swing with the old sentry here. And now we can lash and drain, which is pretty cool. I like that. Or we could also just double drain if he decides to not give that, not attack with this thing for some reason. But he does. Okay. The question is if we need to lash or not. I mean, we're gonna take 4 and gain 2, so we go to 8. And he's on a faster clock, but I think I'm a very intuitive player sometimes, and this might be an excuse for not thinking. But whatever. I think this is the right play. I think if he had something, he would have cast it with the mana he has available, because he kind of has all the mana available. So let's drain him. And ooh, too bad I clicked through this too fast, because it might have been a good idea to get this out of the way. But I think I want to save this for something more dangerous. I mean, right now we're winning pretty clearly. Next turn he has to start jump blocking with this. He's attacking us for 1, we're running him for 2. Yeah, we built ourselves quite a monster here. I mean, by now, if we would have blocked and just regenerated, we would probably have saved us some life. But, it's just... Maybe I'm just too scared of things happening. This might have been bad here, because now he could Shredding Winds it. Ah, the 3rd black. Okay, so now, yeah, now let's just kill him. Boom. Is this enough? Or does he have something? No, he doesn't. Okay, so now that we know more about his deck, it's basically all the best of blue and green together in one big happy freaking family. The Viper's Kiss is good against the one Satyr that we saw. And I don't remember anything that monstrous. Last Breath is good against the Satyr, but not really anything else. On draw we could try to go a little bit more controlish and take out the Splashmat Steep, but I think just with all of our creature enchantments we can't really take out the creature without putting a creature back in. These guys here also seem pretty mediocre, so I'm just gonna be lazy and leave the whole thing as it is. I still don't really want the 3rd Eidolon. This hand is fine. It's nothing to be too excited about, but it is fine. It should do the trick. And I should have led with the planes just because of Phalanx Leader. Yeah, this was a pretty big mistake. It's not going to cost us, but it was still a mistake, because I could have played the turn 2 Swamp Flashmat Seed anyways. So yeah, if there's something I really need to work on, it's my not being hasty game. And because I'm a pretty fast mode player, or I try to be, and then sometimes I just do obvious mistakes. Another 2-drop. Ah, okay. I was afraid this was an Omen Speaker that would block our attacks, but it's not. So now we could go one of these. I think I want to use my mana the most optimal way. So I'm just gonna go with the 3-drop and smack in for 2. Our Horse Centaur combo deck. A Centaur Advisor even. Yeah, that guy looks like he has some advice he could give you. He looks like a cool guy with his... Yeah, he has a nice mustache and all that stuff. What is this? Nessian Asp. Okay. So let's see if he takes the bait. It's gonna be 2 for 1 anyways, but you just have to kill an Nessian Asp sometimes. No matter how. Ah, he doesn't even block. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I would have preferred if he blocked, because we have to kill that Nessian Asp at some point, but next time we can actually lash it. And he can't monstrous it right now. Maybe he's even attacking. Who knows? Now we could again 2-for-1 ourselves. But now with him having all this mana open, I don't think this is the best of ideas. But the next turn this thing is gonna be a real problem. And we only really have Sip of Hemlock to take care of it. So maybe it would have been a good idea to block it the turn before. So let's see. Ooh, this might change things. So now if we attack with everything, he can block one of these, which is probably going to. Then he takes 5, goes to 10, attacks us back for a maximum of 10 damage. Oh no, he can't make this unblockable the same turn. So the question just is if we play Sentry or Scholar, and I think I want to play Scholar just because it's a better blocker. And Sentry is pretty relevant with Nessie and Asp on the table. Plus, that way we can, yeah, of course we have to play this because that way we can play the Valor this turn. So I think I'm just gonna go the aggro route here. Boom, boom, boom. Come on. Come on, little horsey. This way we also get to Scry, if that's any relevant. It's gonna block here. And we're gonna put that on the bottom, so you don't really need that. And put our triggered abilities on the stack. He's gonna go to 11 because he made another block than I anticipated. By the way, this block does make sense because he doesn't know we have Scholar of Athreos. I want to play this, please. Thank you. Yeah, it does make sense because he doesn't know that we have Scholar of Athreos that can just block this. Still absolutely getting crushed by Sea God's Revenge. I mean, there's yeah, it's not. This is pretty obvious. Sea God's Revenge just flat out kills us. But that was the way a long time ago. So now this is actually no, he's not pumping it because if he would have pumped it, he would have been out of blockers almost. He does go for the safe route. So now we can again attack him with everything, or with these 3 guys, but not before killing something, of course. Oh, we have to do it in combat so that our Fleshmat Steed doesn't get tapped. Or it will get tapped, but no, not that way. Sentry again seems pretty bad against this and this. I don't really like our position at all. I think we have to attack with everything and then jump block the Nessie and Asp. Still, this is what we have to do. Don't really want to. He's gonna take 5 or 4, depending on. No, he's gonna take 4, of course, because we're gonna kill this, and then he's gonna block the Laguna Band Elder. He's gonna take 4, go to 7. We jump block here, and stay. Question is just if the second Scholar is gonna be enough. But we have to try and go for it, I think. I don't think there is any value in just goofing around here. So yeah. Swing with the clowns. And Sip of Hemlock is officially uncastable in time at least. So I'm gonna shrink this mofo. Oh, he does have something. Wow. What was that? Huh. What was that? Did he just take mana in his? Oh no, he can block another creature. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. So he can block both and take 3. Yeah, that's true. I didn't really consider this. Touché, touché. He can activate this. This looks pretty funny. He can even. Okay, but then his Nessie Nest isn't gonna get bigger at least. Or maybe it isn't. Who knows? And we're not really dealing damage to him here. So this is. Yeah, this is a tactic go a very different way than I first anticipated because I didn't think about him double blocking, but I still think we're fine. I still think we can win. Because now he's just gonna probably monstrous this if we let it through. Yeah. And we're still getting in for like 3. This way, or 4 even. Oh, he doesn't even, he has something else. Him having something else is much less comfortable for us, I think. Makes this a 3/7. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that changes stuff a lot. Let's see. We don't have anything that can profitably attack through this. Now that it can block 2 creatures. This is a real beating. Let's see. If we play Sentry, then jump block here. Suit the Sentry up with Hopeful Eidolon, and if we draw a land we can regenerate it. Then we at least have something that can block this indefinitely. Meanwhile, we could attack him for a maximum of 3. No, he's gonna attack. No, attacking doesn't make any sense, because he's just gonna activate this and block 2 of our guys. So I think we're just gonna throw out the Sentry and hope to draw land next turn, so that we can suit this up with Hopeful Eidolon and have the regeneration up. Because this way we could still do something. And he's on 0 cards, so that's also good. Unless I'm missing something. So is he gonna bash with both? No, just this. Okay. We still don't really have to block. But we're gonna be at such a low life total that he can start attacking with this as well, and we can't really pay the 3 life to regenerate it, so I think blocking is in our best interest here. Because this Flash Medsteed ain't gonna do anything anyways. So. Plus this has Vigilance, and it does gain us 4 life a turn, and his last card was a Void Crusader. So now we can bestow this and this, attack. Yeah, I think this is a good plan. Attack, he's gonna block here. But we do gain 4 life. And now we don't have to block the Nessian Asp this turn, so he's probably gonna monstrosity it. Monstrify, make it monstrous. I don't really know how to play with the word monstrous, let's put it that way. And obviously I'm not that fast of a player, because I'm like on 10 minutes. He's on like 14. Yeah, all these contradictions. But we're still in that game, which I didn't think we would be a few minutes ago. So this is at least something. At least, yeah, he doesn't have Sea God's Revenge, because then he would just have slammed it. But he definitely has something, because he wouldn't be tanking if he had nothing. So he just attacks with this, and we could again jump block it, because nothing else is going to be relevant anyways. This Laguna Band Elder is never going to be relevant. But then again, yeah, whatever. Let's put all of our eggs in one basket, so to speak. I'm gonna start with Read the Bones to find the second swamp, which is gonna be crucial. We do find the second swamp and a God's Willing, so I think we want both of these actually. Play the second swamp, swing with this clown here. He's also only at 8 life. This is also something to consider. So at some point, if we start the draining engine, when we can God's Willing this through this, could be a pretty quick path to victory. Oh, he does have a bounce spell, right? But then we can. Oh no, he just finally monstrifies this. Monstrify. Yeah, I have decided. Gonna call it monstrifying. And this isn't gonna do it. No, he doesn't even bother. He should. I mean, we have to regenerate. No. What am I talking? We can block. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, this is brutal. This is brutal. Yeah, this is really filthy. Of course, we might now just die against the grip type, but I don't even care. So, attack. Tap this guy over here. Yeah, maybe this was a bit too overconfident because he still has a card in his hand, but this is just... this is way too good. We go back up to 22. Yeah, this guy with some enchantments on it is really just a beating. So now no Seagot's Revenge one time. Is that a deal? That a deal? Come on. Don't have 6 mana. Just don't. Just let me win once in my life. Just let me. No. Oh, okay. It's only Meta Mighty Ageless. If it's only Meta Mighty Ageless, then everything's fine. It's not like this is ever going to connect. So yeah, we don't play the second Scholar. The second Scholar just does nothing in this situation. And tap. Oh wait, we can just kill him. What am I? Can we? We can give him pro green. Yeah, yeah, we can. God's wanting this. Pro green. And F6. Good game. Yeah, this was a real treat. Put this on bottom. You can't block and dice. Okay. Yeah, this was a real nail biter. But it was a cool game. So let's see. I'm gonna quickly pause the video and see you guys for round 2. Like now. Round 2 time. Not gonna mulligan this. We're on the draw against Mr. Wanna Win Jet Can't. Wanna Win Jet Can't. Yet Can't. Not Jet Can't. Wanna Win Yet Can't. Yeah, that's a witty name. Props for the name. During our cube drafts, we used to make best name contests. By the way, guys, you want to see cube drafts? Then please let me know because I love doing cube. I'm the Theros guy, Theros Limited guy, so I will do a lot of Born of the Gods, Theros. Because I'm really sick of doing like Theros only. But that might have to do with my bad run because losing isn't really fun. But yeah, if you also want me to record my cube drafts, which there are gonna be under a little bit more influence of intoxication as usual. Let's just put it friendly. We are having fun. Yeah, we're having fun if we're doing cube drafts. Fun doing funny things like whatever. So yeah, if you want me to do cube drafts or other more dorky things like the 10 red challenge and things like that, let me know. If you want to just have cutthroat competitive things, go to channel Fireball. And if you want to have something in the middle, then just stay. I'm glad if you stay. I like all of my fans. So he's doing the Tom Martell thing too. So he paid attention to what is going on. I see. This is not a free attack. Or it might be a free attack. But see, this is it. I'm not good with this free attack thing. Should I just slam this in here? Because there's no way he would... There's no way he's blocking. Rationally, there's no way. But what if he does? Okay, Owen Turtenwald, I'm blaming you. If he blocks here, I'm blaming you. Really. If he blocks here, I'm blaming Owen Turtenwald. Then officially Owen Turtenwald can't play Magic. I can't bring myself to it. Yes, I can. Screw it. I'm blaming this all on Owen. Okay, Owen, you're a master. You're a master. I agree. Should be more confident with this. Because how is he ever blocking? He doesn't want to trade one of his probably best cards against the combat trick. I understand the concept. I'm just a bit of a pussy sometimes. I really try to come up with a nicer word. A coward. Yeah, a coward. That's so nice. So much nicer. So let's play the good horse centaur advisor guy again. And then see what he's up to. His hand is looking okay. I don't know if he can beat like Winged Steed Rider plus anything, but we shall see. He's also taking his time. So are you guys excited for Board of the Gods? I hope you are, because the set looks cool so far. Lots of new keywords, lots of sweet new bestow guys, a lot more enchantments as it seems from just what we saw so far. Like guys that make enchantment tokens, so things that count on your total number of enchantments could be like this guy. It's probably going to be a bit stronger because you're more likely to have an enchantment in play. So yeah, but we shall see. They always bring up the commons and uncommons later, so you can't really prepare for limited. So yeah, here we could run into a hippocamp, but he didn't block the first time, so why would he block now? Right? Right, Owen? Or Mr. Turtenwald? I don't know him personally. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Yeah, they should really print Leonidas as like an actual card. That brings like 300 soldier tokens into play when you heroic it. Or just, yeah. But they used up their ridiculous card slot with the 100-handed one. I love this guy. He's taking a while. So I'm gonna pause the video. And back he is. Did I? Is this a lag? I hope it's not a lag. Oh no, it's just Camtasia. You can't click on a motor screen once you like switch on and off, switch your Camtasia on and off. Man. Yeah. Let's talk about our favorite Born of the Gods cards. My favorite Born of the Gods card is the Bounce All Non-Octopus Bloody Blah card, because I have an EDH deck that with like ocean cards. Yeah, this is my favorite Theros card. What's your favorite Theros card? Please let me know. Not Theros, Born of the Gods. Blah. What's your favorite Born of the Gods card? Please let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. Meanwhile, we're beating him for 4. What is this? Griptide? Yeah, it is Griptide. Of course. So now we're just gonna play another one of these. I don't really think we're getting a lot of playing Read the Bones instead, because right now we're somewhat racing him at least. Oh, this might have changed. Now I think I want to play the Read the Bones, just to get some action going with this, with Leonidas here. I'm gonna put this both on bottom, because we don't have a lot of black and we don't need another planes. Here we go. That's something. That's actually a lot of something, because now we can attack with both of our Dorics and really put the clock on. Let's hope he doesn't have like another bounce spell. That would be kind of, oh, or a pump spell. Yeah, sure. Yeah, trying to get to a pump spell isn't really the best, but there are worse things. At least he had to use a pump spell, and we still have this 4/3 hanging around. And next we gotta have our good old friend, the Griffin guy, the Griffin skeleton, Ashiok. Wow. Wow. Now we can play a Hopeful Eidolon. Can he put a creature into play so he can't bestow it? Okay, just asking. We could attack Ashiok with this and force the block. This sounds reasonable. Ashiok can be a real Ashiok can be pretty mediocre, because it doesn't directly impact the board for a few turns, but it can also just take over a game almost by its own if you give it enough time. So I really want to put some pressure on this, or at least have him jump block. Now I think I'm just gonna play the other Elder, because of the same reasons. I just want to get some pressure going on this, get some pressure going on his Ashiok, and it's also gonna make the race a little bit more comfortable for us. Not like that I'm super worried about this. Okay, now I'm super. Still not. We still have to sip of Hemlock. I forgot. Or we have to draw the second black 4, but still. Now he's just gonna plus it again probably, and maybe just leave this back. and just try to gain infinite value with his Ashiok. If he does that, what do we do? Do we just play the sentry and try to get something going? Or do we just play Scholar, play cool? Or do we just draw the second black and then our play is going to be pretty obvious? He's going to put this into play. A 1-1. Oh, he keeps this back. Okay. So now what do we do? We could attack with this. Hoping that he won't block, but he will block for sure if we attack Ashiok. So I kind of just want to play this, just so we can apply more pressure, but then again it's not gonna do all that much with him keeping his guy back. And this could force him to leave his guy back, but he's already leaving his guy back, so yeah, it's not really changing a lot. I don't have to look at these. Yeah, this can be a real beating. He gets a Scholar. Oh, he can even activate the Scholar. Yeah, slowly but truly this is getting annoying. Prognostic things, are you kidding me? What did I say about annoying things? How are we supposed to beat that? Come on. Just give us a chance. Like all these rares. We could still target this and kill the Ashiok. Can we? No. No, we can put it... Oh, this is fancy. Yeah, let's just slam in with the clowns. Like all on Ashiok. Get him down. And the Prognostic Sphinx for that matter. Because he's never gonna block this. So now his last card isn't a pump spell. We should be okay. His last card is a pump spell. Is this a Triton Tactics? Really? Really, life? Are you doing this to me? Wow. Ugh. This can only be a Triton Tactics. It has to be a Triton Tactics. Yeah. Blah. This is just abysmal. Huh. A 5/10. Wow. We're not gonna kill either of these guys. This is horrible. Yeah, sure. We're gonna 5 this. Let's see. This is an 8 and this is a 5. So I don't even want to play this. No, I don't even want to play this. This is just way too bad. No, let's not do that. This is a bad idea. So yeah, let's just suck it up. Ugh. Yeah, this is me shadow pausing with my comments. Let's play this Dork over here and see what would be the best card we can possibly draw. Like a Hopeful Eidolon. This would maybe make this somewhat of a game. Now we just don't block if he attacks and hope we rip the Eidolon. Okay, now we have to. Wow. Yeah, he's running kind of good. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, this is just over. Who am I kidding? Yeah, we would have drawn the Eidolon. But yeah, still, we could have fought on a little bit. But this is just me rage quitting. For a big part of it is just me rage quitting. Or shadow quitting. I'm not really enraged when I play Magic. So yeah, he is a blue-white heroic too. So we probably want his last breath. To kill off his winged steed riders and things like that. And what do we cut? Maybe this because it's too slow. Or maybe this because he didn't seem to have too much going on the ground. No, let's cut the Read the Bones. Read the Bones seems a little bit too slow against him. And we're gonna play first. This is a mulligan pretty clearly. This is a pretty clear keep. Albeit not a great keep. But it is a keep. At least. And with the Scholar of Theros, whether we draw lands or not, it's gonna be alright. I mean, we're gonna have stuff to do. No matter what. Wanna win yet can't? You can win, you just demonstrated. Don't be so humble. Yeah, he's in the tank again. So I'm just gonna make a quick pause. Until now, he's mulliganed. We're gonna keep our 6, as I said before. And let's see. Really curious about this, how this is going to go. Scorchmark isn't the best draw, but it does replace itself. That's at least something. So I'm gonna play this just to apply. Nah, no, not even. I mean, this applies equal pressure. And it's even something that even stymied hopes. Yeah, I did talk about it before, but didn't think about it like this time. Maybe it would have been safer to just cast the Scorchmark because it's the same amount of the same damage output, and it gives us better plays next turn anyways. But who knows? Now I'm gonna chosen it up. And do I want to play the Scorchmark as well? This is just gonna suck if he has a bounce spell. But it's better than doing nothing, and it does replace itself, as I mentioned earlier. So it's kind of a freebie. And a 3/4 is always nice. Next turn we're gonna have this big guy online. And the jump from a 3/3 to a 4/3 isn't that huge. This is something you could do, I guess. And he has something else. A Setescent Battle Priest. Okie doke. Again, Hopeful Eidolon would be the best card to draw right now. Maybe we should just run the 3rd copy. Even though it's kind of awkward. It's just ugh. Yep. We're getting outrared. Always bad to get outrared. Oh, never mind. This changes things. We could wait and bestow it. I think this is what I want to do. Yep. Just wait and bestow it. Because he can't really... There's not really all that much he can do with what he has. Of course he still has 3 cards and we have only 1 basically. Ah, he's gonna turn this into a huge flyer as well. Okay. But we're gonna have this 6/6er available here. It's gonna scry 3. We're gonna apply a regeneration shield. We could also put this on this. Then we can attack with both, at least this turn. This is actually better. No, this is vigilance. This can't be better. This just can't be better. Vigilance is so huge with bestow stuff. Because bestow stuff is so huge. Ha! You see what I did there? And by the way, we can attack with both. I mean, you can't block here. And this way we are applying way more pressure. Will we come back here? What is it with this? These traveling philosophers today. They just have no respect. No respect, I tell you. And my motto has no respect for not lagging. Who thought that these were his teeth? I mean, that guy must just have been high beyond belief. Because I heard like the beard, the braids in his beard, that one guy thought that these were his teeth and he had just had this giant grin. Which I would dig, but then again. So let's hope he doesn't Riptide us, because that would be really sad. But if he doesn't, we're in a very good position actually. Still Hopeful Eidolon would be like the crème de la crème, like the French people say. Should we block here? It's pretty clearly a trap. But if he had the pump spell, no, he wouldn't attack with this. Yeah, he pretty clearly has like a +2/+2 spell. And I think next turn we take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so we still can block this twice. I think this is worth it. I mean, not blocking here, not losing our guy. Yeah, we're kind of all in on this sentry anyway, so. And this turn he has to block and use the pump. But then this is getting tapped. Okay, yeah, we can tap this. We can tap this. This is true. We don't want to attack with this, I don't think. So tap this. Nice person. Oh, this is this Triton Tactics again? Ugh. I'm really pissed. Might well be Triton Tactics again. No, it's not. Okay. Excuse me. It's winter time where I am. So that's my coughing. Ugh. This is brutal. And very lethal. Almost. We're going out to 1. Which is not a good proposition if you already know what you're drawing. Yeah, that's GG. Has to be GG. If he attacks with both and doesn't have anything else to follow this up, we still can't win. Okay, so that's GG. Okay, that is it. Let's see, if he didn't have the grip tide, we would have drawn some more lands in the lash. Yeah, maybe would have been in it if he didn't have the grip tide. But yeah, my Theros base is moving on steadily. But at least we made it to round 2. That's progress. So progress is always good. So yeah, that was it. Done for MagicGatheringStrat. Like and subscribe and favorite and all of these things, and let me know how you like the draft and what other things you would want me to do. But until then, I'm gonna wish you a good time. Keep on drafting. See you guys soon. Bye.